The Nigerian Cannibal, Clifford Orji's terrifying crimes. They thought he was just another madman under the bridge. But when police stumbled on human limbs roasting over a fire, they uncovered one of Nigeria's darkest secrets. This is the true story of Clifford Orji, the seemingly insane roadside prophet whose shocking crimes shook an entire nation. Lagos, Nigeria, a city bursting with life, traffic, street preachers, and unrelenting hustle. Beneath the bustling expressway at Toyota bus stop in Oshodi, an odd man became a familiar sight. His name was Clifford Orji. To some he was a madman, to others a beggar with prophetic gifts. He wore ragged clothes, carried a Bible, and often preached loudly to no one in particular. But under that bridge, Clifford wasn't just living in poverty, he was hiding something monstrous. Missing persons cases were becoming disturbingly frequent around the area. Mostly young women, street hawkers, and low-income earners who seemed to vanish without a trace. Few connected the dots. Even fewer suspected Clifford. Until one day in February 1999, when the stench of death forced the truth to surface. On that fateful day, passers-by noticed an unbearable smell coming from Clifford's shack under the bridge. Curious and disgusted, they alerted the police. When officers arrived and began their search, what they found was beyond horrifying. A makeshift kitchen with freshly roasted human limbs. A pot with human flesh. Charred bones. Blood-stained clothes. Bags containing mobile phones, identity cards, female underwear, wigs, and a stash of cash that couldn't be explained. It wasn't a hallucination. Clifford Orji was not just mentally unstable, he was a predator. A cannibal. He confessed to killing and eating people, especially women, claiming he was sent by dark forces and powerful clients who paid him for body parts used in rituals. His statement shook the police, the media, and the country. Who were these clients? Was he acting alone? The police took Clifford into custody immediately. As news of his arrest spread, crowds gathered, demanding justice. The press dubbed him the Cannibal Prophet. Investigators began combing through evidence found at the scene. Bones, blood-soaked clothes, and traces of multiple victims. They believed he may have killed dozens, possibly over several years. Clifford claimed that powerful politicians and businessmen were among his clients, paying large sums for human body parts used in occult rituals. For power, protection, and success, he said. However, he never named names. Was it fear or delusion? Despite public outrage and the shocking evidence, the investigation quickly hit a wall. The so-called clients were never identified. No additional arrests were made. Some suspected a cover-up. Others believed Clifford was simply insane. But then came another twist. Born in Enugu State in 1956, Clifford was said to be intelligent in his youth. But things changed when he left home. He moved to Lagos, and according to neighbors, started hearing voices and showing signs of schizophrenia. But experts debated whether he was truly insane. Was he a mentally ill man abandoned by society and left to become a monster? Or was the madness a mask to cover his crimes? Psychiatrists who observed him at Kirikiri prison noted erratic behavior. He screamed, hallucinated, and refused to cooperate. The court repeatedly delayed his trial due to his mental state. But many Nigerians believed it was all an act, a well-played charade to avoid punishment. One psychologist described Clifford as a manipulative psychopath with ritualistic tendencies, noting the meticulous way he preserved body parts and disposed of others. The most disturbing part of Clifford's case wasn't just the killings, but what followed. Despite overwhelming evidence and public demand for justice, Clifford was never tried. His file gathered dust for over a decade. Successive governments ignored the case. No one followed up on his claims about wealthy clients. Some say he was mentally unfit. Others believe someone wanted him to stay silent forever. In a shocking twist, Clifford died in prison in August 2012, 13 years after his arrest. Cause of death: untreated medical condition. No official trial. No conviction. No justice for the victims. A murderer and cannibal caught red-handed, yet his case ended with silence. The Clifford Orji case revealed more than a man's madness. It exposed deep flaws in Nigeria's justice system and its handling of the mentally ill, serial crime and ritual killings. Today that bridge in Oshodi has been rebuilt. New traffic passes through and new faces walk by, never knowing the horror once hidden underneath. But the legacy of Clifford Orji still haunts Nigeria. His case remains a chilling reminder of how evil can hide in plain sight, and how society sometimes looks away until it's too late. This was the story of Clifford Orji, the cannibal prophet of Lagos. How many others like him are out there? And how many crimes remain buried under silence and fear? On Echoes of Africa, we bring you the stories they tried to forget. Subscribe for more chilling African true crime.